Is it good morning or is it good afternoon? Let me have a look. 11 minutes past 12, so it's good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret again from Orchids and Garden, England. And as you can see, with the sun bathing through, that we have a nice, glorious day. Now, it has rained. We've had rain several days, and I come up into the orchid room, and sometimes it's not till later. Sometimes I feel a little bit tired during the morning, and then I pick up during the late afternoon. So yesterday I was spent checking some of the orchids, and I'll get my little table and I'll just show you a couple of them. So just hold on. I thought just before I'd sit down, that's the humidity, which was 74 a minute ago, but I've been in and out of this room, and there's the temperature, and it might go to 21, but not a lot, and then afterwards by mid-afternoon it's starting to drop. So I'm sat down now, and I thought I'd turn this way with my back to the window, so as not to cast a shadow. Okay, now this is Monnierara Millennium Magic Witchcraft, and this is the little one that came with just these, really, two pseudobulbs, this and this. And it started with this little growth. And so I've put it in this little pot, and can you see that root there? So what I did the other day, I think it was yesterday, I decided to check how far that root had gone down. Now hold on, it might be better to show you there. Will it show you? Hold on. I have to be careful. Okay. And if I just pull that little bit of moss, I'll do it with this. Let me wedge it into here. Okay. Can you see? Oh, hold on. You know, can you just get... Right, okay. Can you see there now? That little tiny root has gone all the way through. So if you look, this is the one we're looking at here. This one. And so it's come and it's gone all the way down there. Well, to me, that's at least 4 inches. So what I did, I mean, you wouldn't know, I just trickled a little amount of water, not a lot, and it'll go back up here in a second. So depending on how cold this season progresses will be how often I water it. Now this is the replacement one. This is the Fredclarkeara After Dark Black Pearl. Okay, and this was the one. There we go, can you see? This was the one that had got that damage there. And I put cinnamon on, and it hasn't gone any worse. And it's in dormancy now. So, and this sits under a shelf. So I really don't need to keep my eye on this one, although I have been doing because of that chunk. I just need to keep my eye on this one. So we're looking at here, Coelogyne, speciosa. This was from Clive. Okay, so I've taken the chains off because the chains were annoying me. And if we look at it, Clive said don't overwater. So, which I don't, but you can see I've watered, and you can see how they've taken up that water. That root there is finding its way down. We've got a root there, can you see that? That green root there. And if we go around here, that's a flower spike. That's unmistakable. That is definitely a flower spike. Look at that. And these are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So if I take it round this way then, so then what do you think that is? Could that be another flower spike? Just at this moment in time, I cannot tell. But this one is one happy Coelogyne. Right, this is my other Coelogyne, and I did take some of this rhizome back, and it wasn't doing well. And I've got it mainly in growstone, and you see, and just a layer here of well, it's a mixture. It's what I have the pathiopedilums growing in. But you can see, you can see where I cut it. Can you see there? And then since I've cut it there, look, I've got a new growth coming there, and I've got a new growth coming there. So this is actually, can you see those roots? This hasn't dried out yet, and I must have this one dry out, especially as we're going into colder nights. So what I've done, I've watered it, and I've placed it on one of those little black pots, saucers, and it's not drained through. But we've got a good sign there, 2 new little growths. Right, now let me see. Now I'm going to show you this one. I just love it. Sometimes, you know, when I come upstairs and I have the orchids and I'm checking them, I go paranoid, I do, you know. Let's see which this is. This is Laelia lobata. This is one of Acorn's private collection. And let me show you. Look. So this is why I've got this, if you like, this plate. Can you see? Right, let's go and have a look inside. Now, I've got this. I have to be so careful. I've got this in this homemade basket. Okay. And what I've been trying to do is to remove coconut husk. And I'll explain in a minute where am I going to put this coconut husk. I'll just put it on there. Okay. I've been trying to, I've had this tip top, and while I'm just here, I'm taking some more out. And you might think, well, why are you doing that? Okay. Well, tonight starts the first night of our cold weather. Alright? And the orchids need to dry out. And even this one needs to dry out. You see, that root there comes from here. And you see, comes from there. Now, some of this coconut husk I won't be able to remove. Okay? But I'll do it off camera. Right? I've been doing this all week. So let's see if I can turn it round. Okay. See, there's still some more here, can you see? And you might think, well, sorry about that. Why do you need to remove it all? Well, I'm not going to remove it all. Can you see now? Can you see that other root there? There. That big white one. Now let's see if I can lift you up. That big white one that will come out under here somewhere. So, and I've got these other bits here. And I've got a new growth. Right, okay. Be careful now. And there's the new growth. Can you see the new growth there? This one. Alright, this is what I'm doing a lot of. Checking that I've not got... See, sometimes these bits of sheaths flake off. And then you start to get paranoid thinking, well, could it be something else? This one's done quite well. You see, it's had a lot of sun. And I've got that massive humongous leaf. And this one hangs over there on the shelf. Okay. Now this media is wet through. And I'm hoping this media will dry off very quickly. Let me just see if I can just get this bit here. No, I can't get that bit there yet. But never mind. Never mind, she says. She's going to help herself. Right. And so I've got it in my scrunchy pads. Alright. And they in themselves will hold enough water. I just hang it up and just drain some water through it. I think, you know, this, I have to keep my eye on whatever it is. I don't think it's anything sinister, but it's that time of year, folks. That time of year. Anyway. So that's the Laelia, lobata. So I'll finish on this other big one now. And as you can see, all the roots are green. This is Cattleya Dusky made by RLC Bruce Randell. Okay, can you see these pseudobulbs here? Okay. So these two and that one are leafless, right? Okay. Can you see in there? Can you see right in there? What did I do with my, here we are. Let's see. What I've been finding, and I don't know whether It's these sheaths that are drying. But deep down in there, I'm noticing little bits of white. And the other day, what I did notice, and I acted very quickly, I don't know if you'll see it in here now, it was one of these bulbs here. And I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness gracious. And it looked as though it had got a cluster of something like right down in here. And, oh sorry, it looked as though it got a cluster of like mealybugs. So I got the rubbing alcohol and gave it a good clean. So let's have a look. You see, can you see under there now? You see, look. Now that's mealybug, okay? That's mealybug. And I did wipe this over yesterday. I mean, some of the leaves are terrible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go downstairs and have a cup of tea. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to wipe these leaves down. Just see if I can get some more of these sheaths off here. I mean, really, see, I've got a new growth coming there. Don't know if you'll see that little one there. But I need to keep these clean. I really do. So that's just all for the moment. And let's see if I can keep this nice and clean. Get these sheaths taken off here. You got to be so careful though, because you can rip the roots. So it's always good if you've got a fine brush. You can play. Oh, root, see, a little bit of a dead root. If you've got a fine brush, you can play with. So thank you for joining me. And for those who live in Great Britain, you know, this is the time of year where you've got to be ultra cautious. You can't overwater because they will not like sitting in damp media. But if you've got daytime temperatures which are warm enough, then they will continue growing. So just be ultra cautious. A lot of mine, especially over there and those little ones, which I'll do a video another time, I think there's only one in, there's one or two maybe, that's all, in bark mixture. The rest are all in cork bark. So thank you for joining me, and I'll be back soon. Bye bye now.